I have no air conditioning.
I turned mine off intentionally, but no. It's nice and cool where I am in the basement. I have to turn my AC off so it doesn't blow and make a bunch of background noise in this room for us. Oh. But I would much rather have my issue than yours.
Yeah, because I am wet and under my boobs is just two pools.
Sweat, wet, gotta go in like a turbo vet.
Mm-hmm. Jet. Mm-hmm. But
it's turbo jet? Oh, man. Curses. I thought it was like a turbo, like Corvette. Turbo vet.
Oh, I thought it was jet. Let's look it up.
Let's do, because this needs to get solved right damn now.
Okay. Wet. What is it?
Sweat. Wet.
Sweat.
Gotta go in like a turbo vet.
Oh shoot. That's not the song.
It's Baby Got Back.
Yeah, I know.
Do ya? Because you never get the pop history. No. I mean, pop culture references.
Wet. Got it going like a turbo vet.
Yes! That's what
You were right.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Got it going like a turbo vet.
Question.
Tired of magazines. Same flip butts are the thing. Okay.
Take an average black man and ask him that. Gotta pack much back. So, fellas.
Speaking of black men that have urges.
Uh-huh.
Today we're talking about DC Talk.
Perfect segue. Yeah.
And Michael Tait.
Yes.
Oh my God. And other Christian musician sex scandals.
Right.
Ooh, girl.
Yes, so I gotta come clean, tell ya, I started researching this like a couple weeks back, and then we switched and we decided to do South Park, and then I really haven't looked at anything since. So, not super prepared, so hope
your partner came through.
I hope my partner came through. I hope she's got it going like a turbo vet. This is why we're like, Dr. Brittany Dahl does this, and Kristen's just her sidekick. Then you're like, yeah, Kristen, you're supposed to step up your game.
Because I thought you were researching some shit, Kristen.
Well, yeah. So like 10 minutes before we had to be on, I was like, let me go back through my search history and see what I did look up. And
okay, I did look up some stuff.
Okay. Well, I can re-look up some stuff if we need to pause and come up with some content.
You know what I did not know?
What?
Did you know where DC Talk was formed?
No.
I'll let you have one guess where DC Talk was formed.
Where they formed?
Might have been a university.
Oh God, was it Liberty?
To. Yes!
Oh no, Benny, no! God dang it! Fucking Jerry Falwell!
I swear, everything comes back to this guy.
It does. I got all my books from the. Remember, I told you that I ordered all those books. I got all my Jerry Falwell books. I started reading some of them. Yeah.
Okay, so we are definitely going to talk about all that craziness. But that was one thing I did not know. I did not know that DC Talk was formed on the campus of Liberty University.
Oh, good gag.
Which makes so much sense because
doesn't it?
They were mentored by Jerry Falwell
Oh, for
under the moral majority, who said that AIDS was a punishment for homosexuality. So
yeah. Mhm.
Michael Tait, being a gay man, could
Yeah.
never, ever,
Mm-mm.
ever
No. Have come out
as being a gay man.
And still had his career and still
Never.
been accepted by his peers that he was so deeply entrenched with. No. So suffered in silence, touched inappropriately.
Okay.
Some people,
yeah.
I'm not forgiving that.
Mm-mm. He did not suffer in silence. No. Drugging people against their will.
What?
And yes, drugging people.
Okay, that I did not know about.
And touching men and groping men and giving men oral sex without consent.
Oh, good God. I didn't know about any. So clearly I had just started on my research.
He's an abuser.
Okay.
He is an abuser. So
right.
Yes. He groomed. Okay, now let's be fair. These are allegations, but they've been pulled from the record label.
Right.
There have been multiple people coming out saying the exact same story.
Yeah.
So,
well, and he wasn't just with DC Talk. He started with DC Talk. He's been with the Newsboys for like going on 20 years or something.
Right. And now Newsboys has been pulled from the record label.
Which makes me so sad for both.
I know. Well,
because I like their music. Both of them.
Yes. And I mean, you do have to wonder, what did they know? Really?
Right.
They didn't know anything.
Right.
And this guy has been praying with Trump and, boosting up Trump and all the grooming stuff and like all of this shady shit that's been going on behind the scenes. Okay.
What? Was he at Diddy's parties too and on the Epstein list as well or something? Probably.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, okay. I honestly had not dug far enough to realize that he did that kind of stuffs. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that makes me angry down in my soul.
But would you and the listeners like to hear his confession letter? Or at least
that I read. And
did you read it?
I did. It was so demure.
Let's just give him a taste. Let's just give him a taste.
Let's hear it.
My confession, June 10th, 2025. Recent reports of my reckless and destructive behavior, including drug and alcohol abuse and sexual activity, are sadly largely true. For some 2 decades, I used and abused cocaine, consumed far too much alcohol, and at times touched men in an unwanted sensual way.
Unwanted sensual way. Yeah, force them to have oral sex with me?
Unwanted. It was unwanted. I am ashamed of my life choices and actions and make no excuses for them. I will simply call it what God calls it, sin. I don't blame anyone or anything but myself. While I might dispute certain details of the accusations against me, I do not dispute the substance of them.
Oh.
Okay. ... Goes on for several more paragraphs. To the extent my sinful behavior has caused anyone to lose respect or faith or trust in me, I understand, deserve, and accept that. But it crushes me to think that someone would lose or choose not to pursue faith and trust in Jesus because I have been a horrible representative of him. For he alone is ultimately the only hope for any of us. King David's prayer of repentance in Psalm 51 has been my prayer this year. Have mercy upon me, O God. According to your loving kindness, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is always before me. Create in me a new heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me.
I
Period.
acknowledge all
The
my
end.
transgressions now that it came out to public light.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm going to quote a scripture at the end.
I
close in prayer.
To make sure that you know that
Like a
I
song.
am truly repentant now that
heart.
I've been caught.
Create a steadfast spirit within me, O Lord. Okay, I'm so fucking tired of that same rhetoric.
Yeah. Right. Well, you know what? I love the scripture. I do want God to create in me a pure heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me. But I'm not saying that publicly to excuse myself of the sexual abuse that I perpetrated on other people and any other crimes against humanity. For God's sakes.
Okay, you're praying that. Big deal. Bye.
Do it. Why don't you go quietly and do that shit? You know?
Yeah.
And truly repent and turn your life around and leave everyone alone. And stop touching people.
I want to make it very clear. I am an ally to the LGBT community. I am a strong supporter, and so are you.
Same.
We are big supporters. We are allies, and I love and support and advocate for the community. I support him being gay 100%.
Yes.
But if he had come out saying, I'm a gay man, just like Jennifer Knapp did. Do you know Jennifer Knapp?
Yes.
I love her.
I love her too. Oh my gosh.
Christian musician.
The song Trinity.
But she did what was right. She came out and she said, I'm a gay woman. Perfect. And she lost so much respect from the gay community. She lost all kind of opportunity. But she said, okay, but I don't care. This is who I am. This is me authentically.
From the gay community or the Christian community?
No, the Christian community.
Okay, you said the gay community.
Oh, no, the Christian community ostracized her, right? And shunned her and was like, well, we don't support you anymore, whatever. But she was like, but I'm still a Christian.
Yeah.
And I'm a gay woman.
Right.
And I love her and her music. If Michael Tait had done that, full respect.
Right, before he started abusing people.
Yes. That is what is not okay. That you then abused people.
Right. Of course, how far back do these allegations go? Because they go back decades. All the way back.
And all the way back.
So in the 80s, 90s, it would not have been okay for him to come out as gay. I mean, not that it is for any Christian singer.
Right.
They're giving up their career, right? Totally giving up their career. So it would have been worse for him then than it would be for Jennifer Knapp more recently. However,
it was the same time frame. It was back in
college. Oh, it was?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know she came. Oh. Okay,
yeah.
So apparently I got a couple of Jennifer Knapp's albums and then the end.
Relatively same time. Like her albums came out and then pretty soon after she was like, I have to be authentic. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And then she,
Then she dropped off the face of Christian music. Okay. Exactly. All right. Gotcha. And probably back then I would have been like, ew, oh no. I agree with Jerry Falwell.
I did too. Me too. I was like, oh no, you're going to hell. But I like your music.
Right.
Disappointing.
Can I just tell you how thankful I am that God has allowed me to evolve?
Same.
In my faith, for one. The way that I understand Jesus and his all-encompassing love for every human. Every person that has breath.
Yes.
Not this group or that group or every single human that has
Yes.
breath. And that I have thrown off the shackles of fundamental evangelicalism that has kept me locked into feeling shamed for so long in my life. And
Yes.
I'm like, you know what liberation there is in truly understanding the love of Christ? And like, here I am having a podcast about how much Christians suck because I think
Yes.
because I believe that Christ died for me to be free
Yes.
of all the shackles, and that includes the shackles of a religion that is out to control the masses through indoctrination and shame and
Yes.
rules and all the things that the Jews did back when Jesus came.
Yes.
And he's like, you guys all came up with all these stupid rules and you're not accepting these people and you're not helping the damn, person beaten up on the side of the road. Only the Samaritan's willing to help him, for God's sakes, And he's like, now I have to come to earth. I'm God. I have to come to earth in this earthly body and try to shake things up and show you that it's all about love. And you're still not getting it, you fucking morons, 2 millennia later. He must be so frustrated with us.
It makes no difference. Like, okay,
Yeah.
some gay people want to get married or,
right.
love each other. It doesn't matter.
Right. How is that hurting you?
This woman, Kim Davis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about Kim Davis? Who's spending hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s to go to the Supreme Court to fight gay marriage. This Kentucky woman
who
was like a court clerk or something. She's got the big beehive hairdo.
Oh boy.
And she worked at the court and she became famous because she worked at the court and she wasn't going to give those 2 gay people.
Oh no. Is she the one that Mike Huckabee went to jail for as well, or went?
Oh, I don't know.
Back when he was running for president, when Trump was first elected?
I think so. She was back in the news way back.
Okay.
And now she's back in it again because she's fighting. Golly. She's going all the way to the Supreme Court because she's going to spend hundreds and hundreds. She's spending $100,000 to make sure that those gays ain't getting married. Well, she's been married like 4 times.
Yeah, like you know how to do it right, lady.
She was married to one. She was pregnant with the second one's baby while she was still married to the third one's baby, while she was still married to the second one, and blah blah blah. I'm like, listen, nobody's judging you. Right. I mean, people might be judging you, but you're not doing it right either, honey.
Right.
And what right do you have to tell people to do it any different?
Hello, speck versus plank. Exactly. Like, take that plank out of your freaking eye, you hypocritical. There aren't words. There aren't words enough to say how disgusted I am by hypocrites like that. I can't hardly bear it.
Exactly.
Yep. So when I was doing my research about Christian musicians gone bad, I did come across some guy's YouTube video. Okay. Some content maker. I don't remember the name of the guy. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you who it is because I don't want anybody to go there and watch his video and have him get royalties, like monetization from it, because total tool bag. So anyway, he was talking about like the top 6 Christian artists that no one should listen to. And most of the people on his list were like artists like, because they associate with somebody who associates with Joel Osteen. And Joel Osteen is awful. He preaches the prosperity gospel. Okay, I agree. I think Joel Osteen is awful. But he's like, and Joel Osteen has been seen talking to so-and-so, and that person helped collaborate on a song with the leader of this band. So you should not listen to this band. They are Satan in disguise. And he goes on and on and on. I'm like, holy buckets. He's telling his whole Christian population that you don't love God if you listen to music by this artist because they are guilt by association. I'm like, do you know who Jesus associated with? Have you read your Bible? Do you know who Jesus was hanging out with? Because I'm pretty sure Jesus was jamming to their music right along with them as he was sitting at their table having whores pour perfume on his feet and saying, bless you. So,
yeah.
Fuck you, YouTube content moron.
Brian.
Oh, what else did you find?
There's a lot of junk on YouTube.
Well,
okay. So okay, let's go back to Michael Tait.
Tait, yes.
You know the band Evanescence?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they had a band member, Jason Jones.
Okay.
No, he was one of the founding managers when they were just getting started. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And they were trying to promote their music. They weren't big yet or anything, but DC Talk was big at this time. So Jason Jones is kind of trying to make friends with Michael Tait because he's like, Michael Tait's got the hookup. They knew each other from Nashville. Michael Tait's trying to take him to parties and stuff like that. So he's becoming friends with them to try to get the hookup.
Networking. Yep.
Networking and such. Well, Michael Tait is a big partier at the time.
Snorting the cocaine, snorting the blow, and blowing the cokes. I don't know.
Sources that wish to remain anonymous allege that Tait had a rotation of attractive young men at his Nashville home, some of them underage, and that Tait had a no clothes allowed rule in his hot tub.
Nice. Okay.
So this guy, Mr. Jason Jones, alleges that he was given a drink by Tait and woke up on 3 different occasions this night with Michael with his mouth on his penis.
3 different occasions?
Fell back asleep immediately.
Okay. So at first I thought you were going to say, and he woke up on 3 different occasions at Michael's house in the morning. I'm like, okay, fool me once, shame on me. Or shame on you. Fool me twice and 3 times, stop going to Michael Tait's. But okay, same night.
Oh, yes, same night. Okay. And he was like, yes. I was obviously drugged because I could not stay awake. I kept passing out.
Yeah.
He was drugged. So anyway, he ended up going to one of the band members of Evanescence and telling him about this and was messed up, saying this is what happened.
Yeah.
And ended up getting fired.
Oh, really? They're like, well, if you don't play nice and get your dick sucked by the bigwigs, then we don't need you.
Ended up getting fired. They say, we had no idea that he was really bothered by that. We just thought it was frat boy fun play.
Yeah.
Right. But Jason said, no, I was seriously fucked up after that. Like, went downhill, got in, like, was messed up. Drugs, and all kinds of stuff. I was
as one does after they've been raped.
Sexually assaulted.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah. And And, he was excited about his career taking off. And now this has happened. He's been fired because he
Right.
was assaulted,
Yeah.
victim blamed, and all of
Right.
that kind of stuff, which usually happens to women, but
To
has
women.
happened to
I
this
know.
poor guy in his early
Yeah.
20s. And now Evanescence has taken off. And
Right.
they've, he sees that they're now
Yeah.
huge, and he's been fired because of a
Right.
sexual assault that they didn't believe and
How
everything.
unjust.
And so unjust. And Tait gets away with it.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
So that's
because
just
he's got
one
enough
of
money
the
and enough
accusations.
people to cover for him for so long.
Yeah.
For so long. Until I guess the Me Too
Yes.
movement finally started. People started coming out of the woodwork,
I know.
and all of this stuff is coming to light.
But what's so interesting is that Me Too movement was still about women coming out. These
Yes.
men still could not come out.
Yeah.
They still had to remain silent because there's so much shame
Mm.
around
Mhm.
and stigma for men
Mhm.
being sexually assaulted that they
Mhm.
cannot tell their story of being groomed and assaulted
And
by other men.
especially in Christian circles.
Yes.
Especially in Christian circles.
Yes.
How much you want to bet those men try to tell somebody and they start pointing fingers and calling them homosexual, and they end up end up the same place as what's his name, Jason Jones or whatever. They end up ousted and lose their career and their the whole trajectory of everything they've worked for
are shunned because they were groomed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you remember, so again in the 90s, I had no idea about this, but do you remember Chris Rice?
Yes.
The artist
Yes.
Chris Rice?
Yes.
Deep enough to dream in brilliant colors I have never seen. I loved that album. I loved the whole album. Like, it was one of my favorites.
Okay. And what happened?
Same thing.
Same thing as Michael Tait?
Same thing. So, Chris Rice in the 90s.
He wanted to go deep enough to dream, apparently.
Oh my God, that's awful.
That's what you pay me for. You pay me to...
I don't pay you shit.
I know you don't.
He won 6 Dove Awards. So this is a guy who is huge.
Right.
In Christian
music. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was part of the Tate's Creek Presbyterian Church in Kentucky, worship leader, spiritual teaching leader for youth retreats. So one of the former students described how Rice would, so they would give each other back massages. And isn't that how it always starts?
Mm-hmm. That's how it started on my dates.
Yeah. Just
let me just give you
touches,
this very innocent back rub. Yeah.
They said that he and this boy and Rice would share a bed during church retreats and solo visits to Rice's home in Nashville. This team disclosed that the teen disclosed to Rice about his struggles with porn. He was about 17 or 18 at the time. Mm-hmm. And Rice would begin massaging his thighs, touching his crotch, putting his hands down his boxer shorts on multiple occasions.
So take advantage of the fact that the kid has a sexual sin.
And he disclosed to you.
Yeah.
Right.
And because now you can hold that against him, too. You can be like, oh, you're just a sexual creature. Let me show you a few more things. Let me educate you about what it feels like to have yourself touched and fondled and then
that is
probably holds that over his head. Like, absolutely. I can go and tell your pastor. I can go and, everyone will know. This
kind of stuff. And this is one of the things that I noticed in the church. Mm-hmm. Was how sins, quote unquote, sins mm-hmm. were disclosed, mm-hmm. right? We would talk about our sins for prayer, right? We would disclose these things for prayer. But
Yes.
what you're really doing is putting it out there to see who else struggles with the same sins that you struggled with,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you know who else struggles with the same sexual sins that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And well,
And
that woman across the room also does, and this man over
right.
here also does, and this person, and now everybody knows, and we can just, I also struggle with that. And now we can talk about these things, and it's part of our testimony, how we've overcome these things. And we're getting it on out in the parking lot after
Right.
church.
Right. It's kind of like the people that go to NA meetings and then sell key bumps of Coke out in the parking lot.
Out in the parking lot, right. Yes. Yes.
They're like, oh yeah, we all struggle with narcotics, but hey, if you need a hit, I'm your guy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lovely.
Okay. Michael English. Do you remember him?
I don't know. Remind me of
Michael
some
English.
Zach.
These are kind of, these are probably more 80s. Michael English and Maribeth Jordan of the band First Call. So Michael English, he was like, okay, he was not as big as Michael W. Smith. He was like the guy who wanted to be Michael W. Smith.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to look
he was
at
kind
maybe
of
some of his albums.
He was like the generic brand of Michael W. Smith.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
That's sad. Okay.
But that's how I kind of always thought of him.
Oh my God. Well, I'm looking at
he kind of looked like
his
him.
albums. He even has the covers of his albums from back in the 80s and 90s even look like Michael W. Smith's.
Yes.
I mean, he's
kind of
really trying.
Yes.
Oh man. Poor guy.
He was kind of really trying. So,
okay.
And First Call was they were this like trio who was kind of trying to make it big.
Okay.
So anyway, Michael English goes on tour with First Call, and Maribeth Jordan was one of the singers of the trio. Michael English and Maribeth Jordan are both married to other people. But of course, while on tour, they hook up.
Right. They did some purpling. They did some
purpling.
Pink and blue makes purple.
Yeah.
Right.
Pink and blue makes purple. That's right. They did some purpling, and Maribeth got pregnant.
Oh, shit. Did he pull a King David, sending Bathsheba's husband to the
front
lines bullshit, or what? Oh,
crazy,
boy.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was crazy. What was really crazy about that scandal, though, is that Michael English immediately was like apologized and immediately was like brought back into the fold and was forgiven.
Into the fold, yeah.
He just made a mistake and blah, blah, blah. And Maribeth was like never heard from again.
Oh, right, because
shunned. Like,
yeah, she wore the scarlet letter.
She wore the scarlet letter. She was, and to this day,
yeah,
she has tried to make a comeback, and people still. And Michael's like given his testimony on all of these. Like, you can find his testimony. He has given his testimony on these, like, what are they? The little charity call-in things that they do. Like, well, I sinned, but I came back to Jesus. He forgave me, whatever. And, these women just, that's so sad.
Michael English saying, Mary, did you know?
Yeah.
He's the one who wrote Mary, did you know?
Yes.
And Solid as a Rock. Now I'm solid as a rock. Is that the?
Yes.
Oh, criminy. Yeah, well, he's a white man with a penis and
attractive-ish.
Right, and heterosexual. He's heteronormative. white cis male. So he gets a pass,
He does get a pass.
whereas the woman gets like stoned in the street, kind of like when Jesus
To raise his baby.
Yeah, basically. Oh my word.
Oh my God, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, when I was looking him up, I saw this, I'm looking at this article that's talking about Michael English's fall and his failures. But all Christians make mistakes, and God is a God of second and third
Yes.
chances. That's what it says in this article. It's like,
look how it ends. I read that article. Look at the very
oh, you
last
did?
line.
Oh,
God is a God of second chances.
I
But
mean,
God
he
is a God of
is.
second chances.
Thank you. We serve a God of second chances. Yeah.
Not for Maribeth.
Yeah, apparently not for her. No.
No.
So, awesome. Thank you,
Right.
Christian music. Yeah.
Ugh.
Whereas if this had happened in secular music, those artists would have been just fine. They would have been like,
Okay. See, so this is the issue, right?
do you think or no?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Thought you were going to
Yes.
disagree. All right.
Oh no, of course. Yes. Because it's the image
Yes, of perfection.
of perfection.
Right.
And
Of holiness, purity. Yeah.
yes. And so they have to maintain this image. They have to mask all the time, right? Whether you're, and this is why there's so much scandal, whether you're a pastor, you're up on stage of somehow, right?
Yeah.
But if they would just say, I'm human, these are the things that I struggle with. If, maybe they would be okay. But there's this image that they have to uphold. And the issue is that they constantly are lying.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They're constantly lying, claiming that they're perfect. Or
Right.
that they have these perfect marriages or whatever.
Which is just so stupid because no one does.
Kirk Franklin is a perfect example.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Kirk Cameron. I was like, yay, Kirk Cameron.
Probably him too. But do you know Kirk Franklin? Okay,
yes.
Like Radical for Christ, or
yes,
is that,
yeah.
Was that his Kirk Franklin? Is that
I don't know
him? Right? Okay. Stomp. Really get me down. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, I don't know
Kirk
what you're
Franklin.
talking about now. I'm like, okay, now you lost me.
You don't know who Kirk Franklin is?
Well,
gospel singer.
Yeah, I didn't listen to a lot of gospel.
Okay. Kirk Franklin came out.
Christian new wave music.
He came out saying that he struggled with an addiction to pornography, and he's not perfect, blah, blah, blah. Fine. You struggle with pornography.
Right. You and everyone else.
Doesn't.
Yep.
Fine. The problem is, he then went on to say, but I've been healed. I no longer struggle with it. I've been healed. I've been converted. I'm, whatever.
Okay.
Right. I'm sure.
What do you mean? You don't think he was healed from it? You don't think somebody can give up pornography? Or you think, are you saying he was
real hesitant to say sure, right? Because they always have that story. They always have, I struggled with this thing, but now everything's fine. Everything's healed. And now my life is
did he
perfectly
only
put together.
Come up? Did he only confess when someone found out? Or did he say, hey, this is something that I struggled with for a long time, but I have overcome that temptation and I don't do it anymore?
Either way, they always are clean now.
Yeah.
It's not like I still struggle with this thing.
Right.
It's like
Oh,
that
I
was
see
in
what you're
my
saying.
past,
Yeah.
that's my testimony or whatever. But
Right.
now it's perfectly fine and it's clean and my marriage is great or whatever. I
Right.
mean,
So that's what I like about that church that I follow out of Denver.
yeah.
Is because the pastor's like, yeah, I struggle with this stuff currently now. I'm seeing a therapist now. I'm a broken human now. Wife and I
Good.
got in a fight on the way here. Pretty
Yeah.
sure she said she was going to divorce me. We're working through this now, you know?
Good.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
I'm a dick, but I happen to know the word of God and still cherish my relationship with Jesus.
Yeah.
And this is how I'm just one schlep struggling through life just like you. So that's what I appreciate about, it's hard for me to visit any church where the pastor's like, these sins and you gotta stay away from these sins, and I'm perfect and I don't struggle with bullshit, and
Right.
right. And then you take a
Mm-hmm.
wee little peek behind their closed door, and God only knows what kind of
I know. And
evil
listen,
spews out.
I was a pastor's wife for a
Yeah.
long time, right?
Yes,
I
you was.
understand the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I mean, I understand how awful that world is. And
Mm-hmm.
just the pressure of having to feel like you're perfect or,
Mm-hmm.
you just and we weren't even the head pastor, but there was a lot
Right.
of pressure from the top to be
Yeah.
perfect, right? As just the worship leaders of like, you guys have to have a good image, right? Of like
Well, you can't
what
just
you
walk
wear,
around town. Yeah.
right? What you wear on stage, what you
Mm-hmm.
look like, how you behave, what your
Mm-hmm.
children are doing, how your children are acting.
How
Like,
you
there's,
drive.
yes,
I mean, if
there's a
somebody sees
lot of
you,
pressure,
cut somebody off or flip somebody off in
right?
traffic. Yeah,
Yes, that
absolutely.
you represent the church,
Right.
not Christ. You represent us, the
Right.
church, like,
Right.
and our organization. And that's a lot of pressure. So
I can't even
it's,
fathom. Yeah.
it's, so I get that, right? And somebody like Michael Tait is not just him, he's representing the entire band, the entire CCM and
Right.
all of these
Right. And
people. I
it's
mean,
right.
it's
It's not just
huge.
Wichita, Kansas. It
Right.
is
It's
the
huge.
whole of Christendom. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So there is a lot of pressure
Oh, yeah.
in that to like maintain a certain image. And then once you're in that, you feel like you're just absolutely stuck, right? I
Right.
can't get out now. I'm stuck in this. And I understand that feeling 100%. So
Right.
yeah, so yeah.
I mean, I've talked to a pastor who's like, I don't even want to do this anymore, but I'm so far along in my career and I make enough money that there's no
Right.
way, what am I
What do I do
qualified to
now?
do?
Right.
Yeah, so I can't really step away. I still love Jesus, but being a pastor blows. And I don't even,
Yeah.
and I
Yes.
can't,
Yes.
and how hard it is just to be in public and how isolating it must be as
Mm-hmm.
a pastor or as a figurehead within the church or
Yes.
ministry, um, to have to
Everybody
be
looking at
on
you and
and project perfection. Like nobody is
yes.
Jesus but Jesus. Can we
And I
all
sucked
just
at it.
be fallible and still love one another?
Right. And I wasn't even one of the good ones. I really sucked at it. Like I wasn't trying to perform
Yes.
really. Like I wasn't
Yes.
wearing dresses every Sunday being real sweet to everybody. I wasn't playing the
Yeah.
piano and like, I was not a sweet pastor's wife. But still,
Oh. I just
Still,
can't
there was
even
pressure.
fathom.
You
Can't even
can't.
fathom that out of you. Miss Demure. My husband was not a pastor. He was an elder for a time at our church. And I did get a talking to by the pastor of that church because I wasn't a good elder's wife.
You got a talking to.
I did. I got a talking to because I was too confrontational. If you can fathom. If you can fucking fathom.
What?
I know. He's like, I heard you talking about things. And I'm like, well, who are you talking to? And why are you listening to their gossip? What? I got called to pastor's office to talk to, so he could tell me that I wasn't a good elder's wife. I'm like, well, you and your little elder board can go suck it because I'm like, my husband is a pig and a yes man and a fake. So he's just putting on his little Christian mask and shiny shoes out in public as well. And then he comes home and he's emotionally abusive to me and the children. So where's the protection there? Fucker! Don't get me started. Oy. So, yeah, but he was also the pastor that called me in to do, was also one of those pastors that would stand at the pulpit and preach and say, I know some of you struggle with this sin and some of you struggle with that sin and you need to repent. It was never him. He never included himself in any of the struggles and any of the sins.
Right.
So, yeah.
And one of you is wearing a blue dress.
Right.
And one of you I might be looking at right now.
Right.
And one of you
I'm calling into my office on Tuesday morning. So, yeah.
But I'm anointed by the Holy Spirit. I'm just speaking out of my anointing.
God has called me to do this. And God is never wrong in his calling, even though it's what I wanted to do because I wasn't good at anything else. And somebody said I should. And so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to seminary. And yeah.
I mean, it's only business where, you can, people come and they have to give you 10% of their income. So it's
if they don't, you can shame them.
They're going to hell. So
yeah.
It makes
not just 10%. 10% is the baseline.
The minimum.
Like they make sure and let everybody else know, well, my wife and I, we give a tithe and an offering. And we sponsor 6 kids out of, Botswana.
Compassion International.
And then, and then we fill our little Project Christian Project Christmas Child. Yeah.
And we also mow the lawn.
Yeah. And we pull the weeds on Saturdays. Yeah. Like, well, that's lovely for you. Me, however, I'm going to go be confrontational and drink a margarita. So, how's about it?
Live my happy life.
Live my happy life.
You are from Kansas City.
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Did you ever go to IHOP?
In Kansas City to an IHOP? Sure. Of course.
No. To the International House of Prayer.
Oh, no. Not to the internet. No, I went to International House of Pancakes.
No, the IHOP, the International House of Prayer in Kansas City.
No, I never went to that.
I did.
I'm so sorry. You did?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me all about it. I don't know what.
I sang there.
Of course you did. With your Christian band?
Yes.
Christian band lady. All right. That's why you're so comfortable with the microphone. Because you were in a Christian band.
Yes, I was. And they were part of a sex scandal.
Oh, the International House of Prayer was? Was it like prayer on Sunday mornings and orgies on Saturday nights? Or what?
Okay, so Misty Edwards, you might have heard of her song. Have you ever heard of her song? What's her song?
Do, 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 do,
You
do,
relentless or
do,
something?
do,
You
do,
won't
do.
relent until you have it all. Have you ever heard of that
Misty
song?
Edwards.
Beautiful song. She has an amazing voice, but she's
Okay.
from the Kansas House of Prayer. She has an album and everything.
All right.
Anyway,
Anywho's.
they had
Yeah, You Won't Relent.
You
That's the
Won't
name of.
Relent.
Okay.
Great
All right.
song. Oh,
Okay.
I love that whole album.
Okay. Released in 2007. All right.
Right. Right. 2007, right?
Okay.
No
So tell me
biggie.
about Misty Edwards.
Well, her and one of the other worship leaders were arrested in 2018 for drugs and alcohol.
Oh.
And a traffic stop
Hmm.
for public intoxication
Oh.
in 2018. But
Hmm.
then she was having an affair with one of the worship leaders, Kevin. And
So maybe she
Mike,
was singing that song about Kevin. You won't relent. I don't know how the song
You
goes.
Won't Relent. Oh,
Okay.
that's such a good song, though.
Maybe
and I
she
feel
was.
like when I listen to these songs, now they're ruined. I'm like, fuck it. I love these songs. And I remember going there and even like hearing these songs and listening to these albums and just being like in worship. And now I'm like, to know what they were doing behind the scenes. All these people were just screwing each other, blackmailing one another, doing drugs and
Oh.
alcohol. And now she's going, she denies having an affair, but she's going to Israel to just serve in prayer rooms over there, blah blah blah.
Wait, she
They're
denies
just
having an affair? I'm looking at
yes.
some sort of article right now. It says Kevin Prosh and Misty Edwards confessed years-long affair, like a 7-year affair.
Oh, she did confess to it now?
Well, this is what this article says. I don't know if it was just Kevin did the confessing or what, but two well-known Christian worship leaders, Kevin Prosh and Misty Edwards, privately confess to a years-long affair that started before Prosh and his second wife divorced. Okay. Somebody said that Edwards told him about an affair with Prosh in December of 2021. So she told somebody.
Yes, and that she had supposedly he had blackmailed her.
Oh.
And he had some kind of item that he was using to blackmail her. So she moved in with him to try to get this item back. He said he blackmailed her for the past 6 years, if not longer.
Fabulous.
And this woman moved in with him to recover the item. She did whatever she did to gain his trust, and she was not washing his socks, I'll tell you that. This was abuse, full stop.
Interesting.
So this guy was trying to get sexual favors while blackmailing these women.
Awesome.
So
that's Prosh?
all of this, yes.
Well, so because this article
this was
also
a very famous house of prayer.
Yeah, so it says founder of the International House of Prayer, Kansas City, founder Mike Bickle.
She was in something with him too.
Is embroiled in a sex abuse scandal.
Yes.
Ugh. Good heavens to mercy.
Yes. All of these people. And this was like... God. I just remember,
it makes me
going there multiple times, and how this was like the pinnacle of worship, the
Right.
Kansas City House of Prayer.
Okay. Well, it's also the pinnacle of sexual abuse.
Apparently. I mean, the place where, because I lived in Cincinnati for a while, the place where we worshipped in Cincinnati was kind of based off the Kansas City House of Prayer.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we'd go there and kind of like see what they were doing, and just so gross.
Wow. We're like,
makes me so mad.
Yeah, that's like if Andy Stanley of North Point Church down in Atlanta came forth. I mean, like if some sex scandal came out about him.
Who's that?
Andy Stanley? No? You don't know him?
Is he on
Okay,
South
well,
Park?
no. No, I actually have a whole lot of respect for Andy Stanley. So don't do me wrong, Andy Stanley. Don't come out in some sex scandal or some
Who's that?
bullshit. He is the lead pastor of North Point Church in Atlanta. And he has written so many books. You know who Charles Stanley is? Charles Stanley, pastor, also in Atlanta, I believe, or somewhere in Texas. I don't know.
Why do you respect Andy Stanley?
Why do I respect Andy Stanley?
Yes.
Because he's a good pastor. He has some solid theology, and I have read several of his books.
We shall see.
Well, you're like, I'm going to find a reason not to respect Andy Stanley. No one gets my respect. Nobody. Guilty until proven innocent.
Especially
Andy Stanley,
son of a mega pastor.
Yeah, but there's a whole story behind that, and they went their separate ways for a reason. So I don't know. I like Andy Stanley, but
okay, we shall see. I'll do some. We'll see.
Yeah. So anyway, when I was in ministry back in the day, I attended the church in Wichita with the pastor who everybody else sinned but him. Right? That pastor I was just talking about. They sent my husband the elder, and I to North Point Community Church in Atlanta to do some training. Oh. And it was really cool, and I met Andy Stanley, and anyway, I still have some of his books. I like him. I like the guy.
Okay. Well, I've never heard of him, but I shall check him out. Okay.
All right. It's fair that you've never heard of him, because I haven't heard of half of these musicians. Okay. That you're like, you know this song, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nope. All I know is sweat, wet, gotta go in like a turbo vet. I know that song. I don't know. He won't relent.
You were a little.
I was not. Yeah, I was not as perfect and pristine and demure. Fourth time now in this podcast, the word demure has been used 5 times. Yes, I was not. I've never been demure for a millisecond of my life. Have I been demure? That's 7. That's 7 if you're counting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I was actually a good little Christian in high school once I found Jesus.
Yeah.
Or once Jesus found me. But prior to that, not so much. And then in college, I was like, whoop-de-doo! And kind of did my own little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did a lot of things, actually, in college. Yeah.
Just like the Christian musicians. So
just like them. Except, let's see, I didn't have a big platform. I was not abusing people and touching them inappropriately. I wasn't lying about it. So turns out maybe not like them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's ridiculous. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. Well, okay. This has been disturbing, but fun, as usual.
As usual.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll see you next week.
I
All
can't
right.
wait.
Yeah. Stay heretical, my friends.
Stay heretical.
See you next week.